We work for an organization called the Bull City League of Justice. This organization works hard to fight inequities in our communities. Will you please help us by spreading the word about this? Thank you.
According to the American Psychological Association, millions of undocumented children and youth deal daily with this. With the isolation from peers, the struggle to pursue an education, the fear of being detained and deported, and the trauma of being separated from family and loved ones. Undocumented families face the uncertainty of being imprisoned and deported. 72,000 people deported in 2013 claim to have more than one U.S.-born child that they left. Undocumented children can face deportation or detention for driving without a driver's license. This makes routine stops increasingly more dangerous due to the fact that they do more than just reveal the status of the driver. It can also be a determining factor of whether they get detained or deported. If undocumented immigrants ever get detained, they can be put in indefinite detention. And if they go to jail, there's a high chance of them not being able to afford bail. The uncertainty of imprisonment can cause stress between families and children. A study in 2015 shows that 500,000 kids suffer symptoms from PTSD after witnessing one or more parent being deported.
English as a second language students, or ESL students, may do worse in school due to the language barrier. ESL learners may fall behind during the years that they're still struggling to master the language. This is a big problem because our state has grown the most in ESL population in the last 20 years out of all the states in the U.S. ESL learners may fall behind in basic skills due to being pulled out of regular classes to go to ESL classes or simply not being able to keep up. ESL learners may have trouble in reading and writing. Reading is a basic building block that can be used for other subjects like math and science. This drops the test scores because if they can't read the question, they can't possibly get the answer without guessing. Many schools cannot meet ESL learners' needs, and most schools do not provide certified teachers for ESL learners. In fact, only 13% of the 41% of teachers who have ESL learners in their classroom actually are certified to teach them. This chart basically shows that most ESL learners only reach mastery of the language once they have reached the age 18.
Undocumented immigrants lack certain federal resources. Undocumented immigrants don't receive many benefits. Some of the benefits they don't receive are CHIP, food stamps, health insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security. Some of the benefits they do receive are emergency medical care, schooling, and WAIT. Public housing is not an available resource for undocumented immigrants. They usually have big families, and this leads to overcrowded homes. Unlike criminal defendants, unauthorized immigrants don't have the constitutional right for a government-funded lawyer. In this case, they might have to defend themselves in court, or they could choose to pay for a lawyer themselves. This could be a problem because they might not be able to speak English, or they can't afford to pay for a lawyer.
Our solution is to connect local immigrants with organizations such as El Centro and Rural Relief Durham so they can get Miranda cards, faith IDs, and Social Security cards. We will also promote the app Notifica, an app that gives you and your family an alert in the event that anybody in your family gets deported or detained.
What we need you to do today is volunteer at local organizations such as El Centro Hispano and World Relief Durham that are designed to help out undocumented immigrants. We also need you to spread the word about El Centro, Notifica, World Relief Durham, and Bull City League of Justice on your social media. Thank you.